Welcome back to South for Your Mouth. We're back in the kitchen with Mima cooking something. What are we cooking today?
Apple crisp. Apple crisp. We got a pan here, and we're going to do some fresh apples in this pan, and then we're going to put some toppings on it and put it in the oven. I imagine many of you have made apple crisp before. This is just a neat little recipe you might want to try. We've got all kind of apples here. I got 2 Granny Smith, a couple of Red Delicious, and I think those are Gala. But you just want to peel your apples and dice them, put them in this pan, which I will spray with Pam in a minute. Some people use this cutter to do it. I don't think mine's sharp enough, so I'm just going to use a knife. This spray, we're doing a throwaway pan because you can use any kind of container you've got, but for the meal, I'm just going to do this one. Just cut your apples off the core. You have to watch when you're cutting it off the core because sometimes it'll get part of the core in there. Just make you some little wedges, any size you want. You want to put a couple of Granny Smith in it because that gives it a good little bite. And what do we turn our oven on? 350. You want to cut up enough apples to fill up about half the pan.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment, especially with your location.
Oh, we had a friend from Florence Staheli, I think I'm saying her name right, from Switzerland. Florence, we were so glad to hear from you, and I hope you'll enjoy this recipe. It depends on how many apples you got as to what ingredients. The sugar it calls for is a cup, but I'm only going to use 3/4 cup because I don't have a very thick amount of apples. And it's a teaspoon of cinnamon and a tablespoon of flour. You mix that together, stir it. Not steer it, but stir it. It may take all this and it may not. I'm going to see. All right, I'm going to spread it out on our apples. This is going to be served with a breakfast meal tonight, but you can do it with a regular meal, or it's a good recipe to take to someone who's feeling under the weather or just somebody you want to treat. It's a good thing to do. And then add 1/2 cup of water. You see how quick and easy this was? And all I have to do now is put a topping on it, which I'll melt a stick of butter. And then I'm going to put a cup of oatmeal, a cup of flour, and a cup of brown sugar. Let me melt my butter and I'll be right back. All right, our butter is melted. I did it in the same little bowl that I had the sugar mixture in. Put a cup of flour in it first to mix with all that butter. You know what? This container won't be big enough now that I'm looking at it. But we'll figure it out. Yep, my bowl's too little, so I'm going to put it in a different container. This is the crisp part that you're going to put on top of it. Now this, see, I put my flour in there with my butter first so it would dissolve real well. A cup of packed brown sugar. Just mix it in. All right, I've almost got this mixed up good, and I'm going to add the oatmeal. Makes a real nice crumble for even other recipes if you want to write it down. 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of self-rising flour, 1 cup of brown sugar packed, and 1 cup of oatmeal. This is the quick oatmeal. My hands are washed real good. I'm doing this just to make sure that it's all mixed. When you feel like you've got it mixed just right, just start sprinkling it on your apples. You know what this would be good on? Sweet potato souffle.
Mm-hmm.
Sure would. All right, we're going to cover it with foil and put it in a 350 degree preheated oven. And we'll leave it in there 40 to 45 minutes or until the apples are tender. Then we'll show you what it looks like. It is really, really, really good. I think you'd enjoy this one. Our apple crisp is done. Our apples are tender. Look at all that wonderful cinnamon in it. People call it cinnamon. If you want your apples more tender, then put it back in the oven for a little while. Sometimes I take my foil off and put it in the oven, let it get real crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Try it and see what you think, Avery.
I know I'm gonna like
Burn your mouth off.
it. It's really good.
Tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
Those apples are not maybe as tender as I want them.
No, I kind of like them like that though. It's
So
really good.
Mm-hmm. You try this. I think it'll be a keeper for you.